Do you want to know if your ex will ever come back? Well, here's a reading where I can answer that question. The secret lies by looking at their element, not just yours, and importantly to look at what the influences in their current thinking and what they're going to do next. Make sure you stick around towards the end of this video because there is a bonus of what you can do to manifest this opportunity from the universe. So subscribe right now and press the bell so you don't miss anything. My name is Anne-Marie. I've been a professional tarot reader for 30 years. Hello everyone, and this is the start of our new element series where we're going to be focusing very much on relationships. The question today is, will my ex ever come back? Hello fire, I'm looking at the combination of fire and earth in the relationship question, will my ex ever come back? So if you're fire and your ex is earth, this is the video for you. Hello and welcome to your relationship reading, which is all about will my ex return? This is if you are fire and your ex is earth. So let's look at the tarot's advice to begin with. Lots of smokes and mirrors and lots of communication needed. You've got to battle it out. So there's going to be a bit of a mock battle going on here. Maybe, you're midway and you're struggling with this and you're putting all of the elements on the table here in order to say, come on, I really am trying here. Physically, I'm trying to do this. Intellectually, I'm trying to do this. Emotionally, I'm trying to do this. And spiritually, I'm feeling stuck. I'm really trying. Well, here we go. In yourself here, we've got a hanged man telling you there's a gap in this relationship at the moment. Of course there is. You're looking at this video asking about your ex and if they're going to return. So let's go straight in to the energy of earth. If your ex is a Taurian, this is the position of Taurus. And what do we have in the cards? We're being told that the Taurus wants to materialize something with you that is of the happy emotional nature and wants to get the maximum, wants absolute maximum with you and feels it's possible. It's based on that. I will also say to you here, how lovely to see, very grounded from Taurus, if your ex is a Taurus, they still love you. Knight of Cups here, very much so. I feel that the problems are possibly with you, okay? So fire, you need to actually look at what caused the gap, turn it around, take responsibility, look at the deformities, don't be naive, don't be in denial, don't twist up, just look at what happened. And even if they were wrong, what caused that? Sometimes you can say, oh, but they did this. Absolutely. But what led to that action? Let's try and understand that. A lot of heartbreak going on here, as we can see. So, I feel that your Taurian or your Capricorn or your Virgo is heartbroken, and that they are struggling. They may be socializing. They may actually be doing that in a way, particularly if they're Taurus, that they need people around them. They need the earthiness of being around other people and to feel grounded by the support of others. There isn't a third party here. That's not what we're seeing. We're seeing an aspect of them trying to be brave, wearing their suit of armour. And yes, they will come back because they're heartbroken and they feel that something went wrong. And yes, it did need to actually change. We've got the Tower here and we've got the Eight of Swords. You don't need to be a tarot reader to see that those cards are showing you, my goodness me, boom, lightning hit this and restricted you both. They need solid foundations. They need foundations that are seen to be right, built on tradition, built on love. We've got the Knight of Cups here, we've got the Nine of Cups here. Taurus is very emotional about this whole thing. They're heartbroken. And I feel that they know that you are in some way twisting it and turning it and refusing to budge. You're doing nothing. You're almost waiting for them. In this case, I feel will your ex return? They really want to, but are you going to block them and stop them? I feel here that fire, you must look at you. Okay? You must look at the fact that you put a gap there, and you must accept responsibility for what it is of the mock battles or the smokes and mirrors, or, you know, trying to sort of twist it. Maybe it's a bit passive aggressive. Sorry about that, but that's what the cards are actually saying. Maybe you really do need to look at how your behaviour could have left tourists feeling they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. They do want to come back in. They do love you. They don't want this deformity. This I don't want to do anything. It's not me, it's you. You need to change. If your ex was a Virgo, here's the major card of Virgo showing that they had great attention to detail that goes down into probably being caught up in finding that your fire energy was not controlled enough, and they want you to conform, they want you to buckle down, they want you to be neat, they want you to be tidy, they want you to actually be disciplined, they want you to be organized, because that's them. But you know, it's not always about you being wrong. Perhaps they need to relax. You know, it unsettled you that everything's got to be so neat and tidy and organized. You've got to look at the fact of who you both are. And I do see a reconciliation here. There's the opportunity to reconcile this. But you've both got to face facts of who you are. You're somebody that goes through life as in taking it for today and wanting the rewards of life to actually be, well, you make the best of everything that you've got with a very positive attitude instead of worrying about attention to detail. Now, if we look at the house of Virgo, we are here. This is the 8th house. If we look at the house of Virgo, here we are. We've got Judgment and Ace of Cups. So Virgo does want to come back in with a new beginning, and they're prepared to look at what went wrong in the past. They will come back, but they're looking for a brand new beginning. In this case, it feels to me as if you've got to stick to your guns and say too much perfection and attention to detail has got to be in balance and harmony with the fire in your belly, with your actions, with your loving nature, with your love of life, and your carefree attitude to things that make you not too serious about things. That's why they love you. And they do love you. Look at this. 10 of Cups up here. You know, you made their life so happy, but perhaps it just wasn't the right time. Perhaps they needed to change and transform and go through the fact that the attention to detail and the neatness of life does need to actually be adjusted by them. So in this case, I feel they know what they've got to do and look at that attention to detail with you and relax a little, okay, so they don't unsettle everything by demanding this precision. If your ex was Capricorn, let's go to the major card of Capricorn, which is right here. And here we have, there's a lot of confusion emotionally coming from the Capricorn. 1 minute it's yes, then it's yes, I'm all over the place. And with Capricorn here, I feel we're disturbed. I feel that this has had some sort of effect. I feel that emotionally they don't really know what they want to do, and they're not sure if they want to come back in, and I think you must accept that. If we look at the place of Capricorn, which is the 10th house, which is here, I feel that if they were to feel that they were to get messages from you that are romantic and loving, because we've got the Lovers card here, which is Mercury communication. We've got the Eight of Wands, which is romantic messages of love. I feel if they were to hear words of love and choice and accepting where obstacles are, and that you are as truthful as you could possibly be, that Capricorn would actually understand the confusion of the relationship and become less unsettled and want to come back. I feel they're trying so hard to understand. If they come back, can they actually get the communication that they want with such a straightforwardness and a clarity? I feel in some way they felt muddled up. So if you can be clear and you can give messages of love and you can communicate that and show that in your actions, there won't be the confusion. So your ex wants to come back, but they are looking at whether or not you will make them feel, or that your actions are saying something. They want straightforwardness. And if that's a bit confining for you, or claustrophobic for you, or too harsh for you and affecting your freedom, you've got to look at the fact that Capricorn's not right for you. But they will come back. They do want to explore this. Let's look at the healing. Let's look at the archetype cards and see, are you being fire and then being earth? What are they thinking? What are they feeling? What was the positives, the negatives, the obstacles? What's their intentions? And what are their thoughts and feelings towards you? We've got the Addict, the Fool, and the Prince. So the Prince is romantic charm and potential for great power in this relationship, and wanting to be with somebody like you that's very powerful, that gets things done. You have a unique way of being able to reveal emotion and make Earth laugh. So I think they love your way that, you know, seriousness of them, an aspect of them, calms right down. Sees the funny side of things, is able to actually look at the emotion in this and the joy of being around, your loving nature and your love of life and your zest for don't worry about things, stop making mountains out of molehills. Idea X, Earth, is what they get the message from you. They feel that you were lightening them up, you were helping them recognize the potential for not being too serious, and action and movement and making things happen. And I think that's something they loved about you. Perhaps they found it hard to keep up. Perhaps they actually felt that they were letting you down, letting the relationship down. That aspect of them was struggling with you constantly moving because you're fire, and they loved that. But I think that they felt that sometimes it was really hard to follow in your footsteps. So they feel that you are always on to doing this, doing this, doing this, and you're not taking time for now, for the present, for yourself. So that is how Earth is perceiving you. Their intentions are that they need to lighten up, they need to go into the romantic, and they need to actually embrace the fact that you are someone that is addicted to life and everything it has to offer, and you don't want to hang around, you know, you want to get going. So let's shuffle the chakra cards for some healing for you. You've been fire, your ex been earth. How can the universe send you some healing through the chakras, and what do we need to know? There's a neutral chakra, there's the third eye, and there is gorgeous yellow, which is our joy and our solar plexus. So we have impartiality, despondence, and abundance. Impartiality is a neutral aspect of your chakra, telling you to quietly listen and allow your colour to just come back into life. It's, for me, when I look at the chakra cards and I get neutral, it's the crown, it's up here. And this is like a shower around you, that the universe is protecting you. You do need to be impartial. Look at your situation, stand back, listen and observe. Stop moving forwards. Take time in the present situation. What do you hear? What do you see? What do you know? Allow things to unfold. Stand in the other person's shoes and look at it from their side. Do try in communication to be fair and open-minded and to know what the other person wants and to understand that. Doesn't mean you have to do it, you just need to understand. When we look at despondence here, what are we seeing? We're seeing by taking action, you will find the road out of this situation. Where are you feeling stuck in life? What is it that you need to do? And are you willing to stand still and trust the message that you're receiving from your higher self, from your third eye, from your chakra? So don't be despondent, because in actual fact, you have a lot here that you can battle for. You're midway, the top of your cards with Magician, and the Five of Wands relates to the fact that this battle is progressing and moving forwards. So you will hear from your ex, but you need to look in life. Why do you feel stuck? Why are you not trusting? And what does the other person need to do in order for you to encourage them to make a revelation and to move things forwards? So if you focus on asking the universe to step in, and that you are open and encouraging, that you are willing to hear from this person, it's important that you're not despondent, that you hand over to the universe and just tell them, look, in my life, I know I've been stuck. I know I need to do something, but I also need to listen. I also need to recognize that I was loved, and I also need to know that by taking action, I always find the road out. That sometimes I need to be still, and sometimes I need to actually just get on and move and feel better. So it's requiring both a balance of you listening to what your higher self is telling you and your sixth chakra, and focusing on your third eye. I know what I have to do, and I know that we are different. I'm accepting of that, and the yin and yang of the situation would work in perfect harmony if there is acceptance that I am a doer and the other person is more fixed. And the earth sign will actually be able to respond really well to your acceptance. So this is the third chakra, the yellow chakra, abundance. Look at friendship, look at wisdom, look at abundance through gratitude. Be grateful. Be grateful for the relationship. Be grateful for the time to heal inside of the relationship, the time apart with your ex. Release the regret. Make sure that you are aware that this was needed, that you needed to find a solution. If we look at this here, we can see that this man's dropped a coin down the drain. And, you know, oh my goodness, what do I do? You know, it's gone. But look, there is a solution, because this little girl has taken a piece of string, the piece of chewing gum, and she's lowering it down to get the coin out of the drain to get the coin back. So there is a way around this. There is a solution. Don't be despondent. Look at the fact that the answers will come if you are listening, and if you are grateful, and if you are capable of handing over to the universe and saying, look, give this message to my ex. I'm open. I'm going to work with this. If it's broken, I can do something to fix that. Don't be despondent. Do look at the fact that you need to be neutral, and do ask the universe to heal the situation. My dear fire, I do hope that you enjoyed this relationship video all about you being fire and your ex being earth. If it was helpful, please do share this with somebody who would benefit, like a friend. And please subscribe, ring the bell so that you know next time a video comes up so you don't miss anything.